Okay. Now our next topic is, sir, the lighting. See, sir, for communication between the human beings, three things are very important. One, that I am able to hear. Second, I am able to speak. Third, I am able to see. These are the three communications which are available to the human being, and he is complete. And if any one of them is not there with the person, he feels uncomfortable, incomplete. So third part of vision which I am coming to know is the lighting part of the performances which we need. We need lighting. Earlier initially it was sun, then we got candles, fire torches, earlier people, then oil, paraffin lamps, gas lamp, and now with electricity we are working, sir. That is the source we are getting for producing the light. Now, what are the parameters? What type of light? How much light? What color of light? What lux level of light? What is the lumen level which we need? All these are very important factors to see in reality. What we see in our sunlight picture, we would like to see that is the actual form of seeing the person, his color, his, variations in color. These are important things which we need to see actually. But since we have to see inside also in the spaces, we try our best to be very near to the actual condition. Say if you are dressing up, then what type of shade of color of coat, color of your face, your hair, you should be able to see the actual condition rather than seeing it. We are using a tube light, CFL. We will not be getting our actual picture in the glass, in the mirror. There will be shade difference because it is not the color temperature of what the sun has got. It is a different CFL. It will not give. Yes, the incandescent lamps which we were using earlier, we are not using. They were very near to the sunlight itself. So even now, in our dressing rooms, in other places, we use the incandescent lamp for dressing up, which gives us the exact actual value of our body, our clothes, and all that. But still, we have to go by the new technologies where cost factor is also important, the life maintenance factor is important, the life of the equipment is important. So we have come up to CFLs, we have come up to LED lighting now. But what we would like to see, one is we want to see the performance, the actors on the stage in their proper shape, in their proper face, in their proper clothes, and all that with proper colors. So then the lighting what we need to throw on the stage has to meet all those conditions. That is, the visibility should be complete. The mood. Mood comes from the face. Mood comes from the face and action of the body. So when we are performing on the stage, what type of light we need is important. Whether my complete face is visible, my body is visible, my light shadow is there or not, all those things are important and we have to take care of that. That is the mood of the person who is performing. We should be able, he is happy, he is unhappy, he is angry. All those moods should be visible properly to the audience. That is what we need. Then composition. Composition of the picture is that it is not only one person you are seeing the full stage. There could be other persons, there could be other sets, there could be other articles, there could be any displays, many things. So each item has to be seen properly in that shape. Again, so the whole stage has to be shown with proper colors, proper rendition of the colors, composition of the colors should be visible. Accordingly, the lights which are throwing the illumination there, that has to be seen, what type of lights we have to throw, what temperature we have to throw, what colors we have to show, and what angle has to be shown. That is also important. I will come to details of that. Revelation of the form, altering the perception of shapes on stage, particularly three-dimensional stage elements. See, when you are seeing, mostly what we see on the stage is 2D, though the person is present actually in 3D. His full form is there. But we see normally 2D unless the lighting is good. So lighting has to be thrown from the sides, from the rear, from the top, from the front to make the complete man visible in the 3D format. So that is the revelation of the complete form of the person who is performing. That part is there. Then sometimes what happens, there are 10 persons at the stage performing. We need to see particular one person to be highlighted, or a person on the podium to be highlighted than the persons sitting on the dais. So we need focusing lights which could highlight particular objects, particular scenes, particular person, particular display and all that. So those are special spotlights we have got, focusing lights we have got, so we can put that on that. So these are some of the lighting systems which we need, the criteria parameters before deciding what type of fixture we are selecting, where we are locating that fixture is also important. So there could be many instances where we have to create a mood at the stage, that means somebody has died. The performance is taking place that somebody has died and people are weeping, sitting and all that. So the light which has to come there has to be such that the scene becomes a bad scene or a scene which is, people are not tolerating much. That is it. If there is a party going on, the light colors and light shades will be different. If there is a fighting, the light shades and colors will be different. That has to be shown. So according the lighting technology is a very high and very big technology, but at the same time fixtures are available, scenes are available, systems are available, tuning factors are available. So we can completely create a scene on the stage as we want to see, as per the performance. So it is the selective visibility, as I have told you, that we want to select a particular scene, particular person's behavior, so making the main performer visible only, rest there will be less of light. So main performer will be highlighted. So there are, as I told you, focusing spotlights are there, and the spot also is decided which diameter of the spot will be there and how much it will be covering, whether it will be high definition spot, that means nothing else will be there except he is visible, or diffuse lighting spot is there, where lighting is spilling over also something on the sides. That also, the ability to use selective visibility is very useful for getting the audience attention and focus where you want it. See, in this picture which you are seeing, the center person, though the visibility is available, that center person who is dancing with his hands high is highlighted, because he is the main performance. The others are performance on the side and all that. This is to make the scene comfortable. On the side you see there is a shadow of the person on the first top picture. There is a light which is coming from the back. If you want to create, otherwise it is a bad scene, it is a bad design of light. there is a shadow coming at the end, you don't want to see the shadow. So I have to provide lights in such a way that shadows are not there. Now here there is a backlight in the second picture which you are seeing, the shadow is coming in front of you. That is not correct. Now I am putting two lights on the top in the third picture. Here again you see their shadows, multiple shadows are formed on that. These are wrong designs of locations of the lights for the stage performance. So objectives have to be good, no shadows to be formed on the stage and all that. So we have to create scenes, and for that creation lighting storm, suppose it is coming and lighting is there, so then I have to see a streak of light dashing, a white light dashing with dark spaces around that, just like the storm lights you are seeing, lightning happening. We have to show on the stage, it can be shown. Then warmly lighted fireplace, something is there, there is a fireplace, then you see bright red and yellow color light. So dim warm glow has to be given, the light has to be shown, and this is artificial light. This is not a actual fireplace, it's a fireplace shown as a picture, as a scene. So you have to create a color of light as such. The creation of mood, I said that the angry person face or smiling face or very high strict face, you should be able to get the performance. Happy party atmosphere goes hand in hand with bright colorful light. A soft glow from the fireplace is often associated with romance if the scene is of romance. So I have all the lighting fixtures available with different color shade and all that, which can be used to create the scene. Luckily, we are very comfortable today. Earlier we were using the filters in front of the lights. We were using only halogen lights, and we were using filters in front of that to create the color schemes. Today we don't need that. I can use LED lights and convert LED lights into any color I want, any shade I want. I can dim them, I can increase, I can do any flicking and all that, whatever I can do, that LED lights are available. I am able to save on the air conditioning expenses because it is only 110 watt light LEDs which I am using. Earlier I was using 2000 watt halogen lights. Now I am using in place of 2000 110 watt, and I am getting the same lux level. I just wanted to say that 40% of the information or communication we get from the sound. 60% of the information and communication we get from the person's behavior, his facial expressions, his movement and all that. That is, in actual conditions, if you watch in your place, you will be watching that if you are listening only, you don't know what it is. But if somebody is talking, if face movement itself gives you 60% of the information. So it is very necessary to get 100% information, that sound and video both should be available in proper shades, in proper colors, in proper light levels. Visual compilation relies on the color of the lights, shades and movement, evenly lit with the actors standing in light. It is boring, there should be a highlighted people. The distribution of lights, its color, its shadows, its changes can contribute to a more interesting and more compelling visual image. This is today available. We are lucky with LED lights where expenses are less, our load levels are less, and we are able to create from single light multiple colors. That is possible. Next comes, what should be the intensity of light which will be throwing. Intensity of the light will vary depending upon the power of the light fixture that come and we can always dim it today. If it is more we want, we can put more, dilute it and all that. We can some more light required for seeing into the. Suppose there is a map you are discussing in a meeting. You need a LED display panel, not other display panels. LED display panel so that more light can come, more contours can come, more color can come, and you can see the actual situation and all that. So here also for seeing more details, you should have more colorful situation, and they should be controlled. Not that highly red, highly green and all that. That should not happen. And we have the facility today to do that. Earlier, you are seeing on the picture, there are filters we were using. Today we know. Then is the movement, intensity, color and distribution. We can move the lights, move the colors, distribute them on the stage depending upon our scene's requirements. That is possible. And we have moving lights, focusing lights, and I am coming to that next. See, stage lighting placement is very important. Here I am providing two lights on the left right at 45 degrees and one backlight from the person. So shadow is completely killed because there is a backlight. Two side lights are there, completely face is lit properly at 45 degrees. This is how the person concerned will give me a 3D information. Two front lights 45 degrees on the left and right from the top. Side view will give the side information completely and a 3D formation again. Many lights are used depending upon the functionalities I have told you. There could be focusing light, there could be diffusion lights, this could be spotlights, and all that are available. There is a Fresnel one is called, which gives a complete diffusion profile, power, flood, star power, source 4 power, floodlight. These are the names depending upon what type of light they will be focusing at this stage. Strip lights, border lights, cycle lights, ground rose, follow spots. Follow spot is a light special where person is moving on the stage, the light will move along with the person wherever he is going. So that he will follow the person concerned. Automated or intelligent fixtures, they are available. Automatically they will be scanning the person, scanning the scene, all that is available. This is the shape of the Fresnel light you are seeing. There is a beam of light with soft edges. It is a diffused. Edge is not sharp. The light is focusing at the center, of course, but spreading equally on all the sides. The center of the beam of light is bright, gradually darkens towards the edge. So it's a diffusion which will create. Next. Profile lights or plano-convex lenses are there. The beams have clearly defined edges. So if there is a circle formation on the stage, it will be clearly a circle marked on the stage. There will be no diffusion on the sides. Sharp will be there. That is the profile lights we will be using. Lanterns and spotlight they are called. Power floodlights. The fixture produced an oval beam pattern, are typically used for backlighting or lighting from the sides. They are also used for front lighting where shaping the beam is not crucial. That means your beam is not crucial to be focused. You can have any other, and large number of these power lights are used to completely enlighten the stage area. This is border lights or cycle lights which are used, red, blue, green color lights are there, which are used at the rear. There is a cyclorama. We put these lights there and they create a mood at the back of the screen. you want to show sunlight, so it will be using a light yellow color at the back.
హలో
You want to see the night, so it will be a night color in the
అవును
dark,
పంపించాను
dark
నేను
blue will be
మీకు
there. Or dark black will come.
మీరు
So
ఇంతకు
it
ముందు
can create any scene on the
అడిగింది
back of
ఏమేమి
the screen depending upon what you want. Suppose there is a flowers, pots you
ఓకే
are showing on the
అంటే మీకు
screen,
లాస్ట్
the rear you want to
అన్ని
see
మంత్స్ అంటే
the
ఏ మంత్స్
green
నుంచి అండి
grass and open spaces. A scene can come accordingly, it can
నేను
be made
జూన్
that way.
నుంచా
Follow spots are, as I have told you, it will
ఓకే
follow the
ఇరవై సంవత్సరం
person
నుంచి
concerned, the
వచ్చింది
actor concerned, wherever
ఓకే
he dances, wherever he
ఓకే
goes.
సరే నేను
You can
ఒకసారి
show his
హరీష్
feet, you can show his head, you can show the movement of arm and all that. That is
అదే అదే
possible.
నేను ఇంకా ఒకటి జూన్ జనవరి మ్యాచ్ చెప్పితే ఇంకా అన్నిటి మ్యాచ్
Plano-convex
చెప్పినట్టు
lens
అనుకున్నాను
for hard edge beam. It is again a sharp beam in
ఓకే
a
ఓకే
small surface.
నేను
It is a
అంటే యాక్చువల్ మళ్ళీ
plano-convex
ఇది
lens
నేను
is
వాళ్ళు
used for
పంపించి
that. Only only
హైదరాబాద్
spots are
టీంకి వాళ్ళు
used,
మళ్ళీ సైన్
as you are
మళ్ళీ
seeing.
కూడా అన్ని సైన్ చేయించారు అట్లాగా
Soft edge beam where I showed you
సరే
Fresnel
చూస్తాను
you are
ఉన్న
using,
కనబడుతున్నాయి బాగా
earlier
ఉన్నాయని
also
చూసి
shown Fresnel light,
ఒక
the
బాగా
soft
మళ్ళీ
edge
పంపిస్తాను
diffused light at this stage.
అదే 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 జూన్ నుంచి అన్ని కనబడుతున్నాయో లేదో
Then
చూస్తాను మళ్ళీ
lantern
అంటే
lights
బాగా
are called, there
కనబడుతున్నాయంటే
are
నేను
two types,
పంపించేస్తాను
floodlights,
ఒకళ్ళు లేదంటే మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళకి
widespread,
పంపించి సైన్ చేసి
wash,
ఓకే
spots. Spot gives
ఈ
a beam of
సాఫ్ట్వేర్
light
ఉపయోగించాలి
or a
జూన్
directional
నుంచి
light you want to put in one particular direction, shape at the
ఏదైనా
height,
క్లియర్గా లేదు
at the
అనుకుంటే
sides, wherever the scene
మళ్ళీ
is
ప్రింట్
there,
తీసి మళ్ళీ
this
సైన్
will
చేసి
go as
మళ్ళీ
a sharp beam there.
ఇప్పుడు
పంపించు
This is how you can see the lights
ఫామ్ 50 ఉంది
from the
కదా
top
క్లియర్గా ఉంది
for
చూస్తే
the
నీకు
patterns at the
మనం చూసాం
bottom.
కదా
Depending on the, I have showed you the
క్లియర్గా ఉంది అనుకుంటే
pattern with diffuse lighting, with sharp lighting. Right side, if you say, they are very sharp beams. It is making a pattern very sharp. On the left side, the diffused beams are there. Light is very diffused. And the center, you are seeing a moving head. The moving head is, the light is moving on the complete screen from one side to another side. It is happening.
లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ చెక్స్ అవి ఇవి వదిలేసి ఇంకా
ఓకే సార్
This is that
ఈ రెండే పెట్టు చాలు.
one auditorium stage. The rear, you are seeing the sight lights are there, which I said that on that screen at the rear, you can see whatever light you want to throw on that, and the performance can take place. Then the first light bar is there, second light bar is there, third light bar is there, in between the curtain, in between the borders, that is there to show from the back, from the top, and from the front to create a complete scene. Number of lights are there. They consist of par, they consist of Fresnels, they consist of spots, they consist of all those pattern lights which you are getting, so that we can create the scene the way we want it. And the control of each light is available at our mixer, which we got for the audio, controller we got for the lights. The light controller is there. Again, each light, just for each microphone, mixer is there. Each light is controlled from that controller, and you can increase the light, decrease the light, and if there is a moving head, you can move the light left, right, front, back. All that possibilities are there. These lights are used like that. Then in addition, sometimes what happens is that front of the face of the actor is not visible that much. So we use FOH light, but front of house we call them. In the auditorium itself, nearly 20 to 30 feet from the stage edge, this light bar is hanged from the top. At 60 degrees, the lights are focused to the front part of the stage for highlighting the front of the mood of the performers. This is the stage curtain, which can move by parting. This opens by parting curtain. It opens and closes like this. Electronically, this happens. There is a track at the top, and frills are there, and all that goes up like that. Such 3 curtains minimum we use if the stage is a performance area stage. If it is only a lecture, seminar and all that, it is different. But if there is a performance stage, we use 3. There is a rear screen, there is a mid screen, there is a front screen. This is used whenever the front is closed, whenever performers are setting the stage at the back. When they are ready, they will open up. And their mid curtain is there, behind which another scene will be created. So that will open up when the front first part is over, that mid screen will open, and the rear, whatever scene was there, that will be visible. These are part of the stage system. This is actually the scene of the stage which you are getting. These three curtains are there. There is a screen at the back, all that. Similar what I have told you, these light fixtures and all that are part of the scene. This become the subject. These light bars which are there at the top, which I have shown in the previous scale, stage lights are there at the top. They are being used as motorized bar. The whole light bar can come down for maintenance, for adjustment and all that. Earlier what we used to do was we used to hang the person at the top. There was a stage and people used to move from the sides of the stage and rear of the stage, sitting there on the top of the stage adjusting the lighting as per the editor. Today no, automatically movement is there, automatically maintenance is there. We need not to go at the top. The lights can come down, the fixtures can be adjusted, the focusing can be done, and maintenance can be done. This is another, we are showing the light bar at the top is there. Same front, mid and rear. Front, mid, rear, three curtains are there, and there is a cyclorama screen at the back on which you will see the scenery and that, and there is a back curtain black rear. The curtains are all motorized. There are two types of curtains. What you are seeing is a horizontal curtain which is going left and right, and biparting we call them. They open and close. That part is there. There are vertical lifting, top lifting curtains are also available. Suppose you don't have a space on the left and right of the stage, you can vertically lift the curtain and then it will work like that. That vertical lifting curtains are also available and being used. These are the lighting fixture: LED blinders, LED par can, LED bars, LED profiles, LED RGB, red, green, blue, bars, moving heads, LED fresheners. These are some of the lights which we have been talking. They are being used at this stage, number of them. That makes the complete picture. This is again stage effect lighting systems available. Follow spot and moving head. This left side is a follow spot which has to be operated by a person. This left side, it has to be operated by one operator. This does not move automatically, and you can make that place left to right, top and whatever you want to show. And right is a moving head. This automatically moves, remote control, where the lights can follow from the bottom to top, left to right. These are LED lights which are available. Focusing some scenes. Back's cyclorama screen is being lit by the projector and all that, and screens are forming with lights and all that. Patterns you can create on the floor, patterns you can create on the back for good performance and all that. Colorful lights. This is what is as far the auditorium lighting was concerned. Now for the stadium lighting, there are two things which are to be considered. One is a indoor stadium. The second is a outdoor. That means open stadium, outdoor, where the lighting are. The two are entirely different. The indoor stadium and outdoor stadium lighting fixtures, lighting heights, lighting levels, they are completely different. The main concern of lighting is that the performers, in this case the athletes, the players moving on the ground, playground should be visible. The light and the camera should be able to see them properly. Camera sometimes focuses on the ball going up and down of the cricket stadium. So the light should be available. It should not be that light is not sufficient, ball is not visible now. That should not happen. Or the color of the ball changes with the height. It should not happen. So the lights have to be properly located at distances. This full, I mean, lights have to be there. Since the lights will be moving on the players at the ground, it is very important to see that there is no glare from these lights. Special lights are to be used which does not produce any glare. Otherwise, the light going into the eyes of the persons, they will not be able to play. They will not be able to see. Just like you cannot see a light directly into its face if the light level is very high, see, and you close your pupils and all that. Similarly, it happens with the players, so that is not the right way of putting lights on that. The glare, spill, etc. has to be taken care of where the light is going. Then the stage, I'm sorry, the ground has to be evenly lit. There should be no changes in color, lux levels on the floor. It has to be evenly lit so that the movement of the players, movement of the ball, movement of the actions are visible completely. One more important thing in this stadium lighting is movement, which is not that fast in a auditorium. Here it is a very fast movement. So the light and color rendition is very important. Color changes during the movement of the space. Any movement, fast movement is there. If you see the camera outputs, there will be blur. There will be a cloud. That will happen. So this lighting level is high in the area. There is a two levels to be measured. One is a horizontal output, one is a vertical output. Vertically, how much light should be there? Horizontally, at 1.2 meter, what should be the light? That light lux levels are already decided nationally, internationally, how much light levels are there, because we are not working only for the players. There is an audience who is seeing them from all sides. They are watching, number one. At the same time, there is a broadcasting. Broadcasting cameras are there. They are following the players, they are following the ball, they are following the cricket bat, they are following the back of the hockey and all that, everything happening. So we have to be very clear. These lighting systems for the stadia are very, very important and very complex, because maintenance factor is very high for this stadium. It is not easy to maintain them. So the quality of fixture, the quality of light is to be decided in advance, and we can plan for that. If the design is planned properly, the light lux level at the stage is there. This now quantity of light required for illuminance. The light measured in lux that is required for the sport to be played, it must be 700 lux minimum. The faster the sport, for auditorium, the lux level is 400, 350. Seating area, it is 300, 250. But for this open spaces, it is 700, because broadcasting cameras need higher lux levels. So we have to provide higher light levels there and evenly distributed horizontally and vertically. Then average maintained horizontal illness, as I have showed you, that horizontally the level should be same. The ball going from one horizontal level to another horizontal level should not disappear or should not become distorted because of the light lux level. So that has to be seen vertically and horizontally both. The light lux level has to be achieved proper. Average meant vertical illumination, which I have told you, there are two things, horizontally and vertically. The camera positions are already fixed at different locations. So they should be unrestricted. The lights should be clearly visible. The whole, play area should be visible to the cameras from all angles so that the broadcasting can take place. Color rendering index I have told you. Now you are seeing the apples are here. The light is there. I am seeing the apples. There are four types of apples are there. But the important part here is the color rendering index. The first one is 2700 Kelvin, light is falling on this. All that you see 2700, 2700, 20. The Kelvin temperature is same on all the apples, but color rendering index on the first apple is 97 and goes to 90, 80, and 70. And how you find the color changes. This is what happening to me, this is what happening to you. In the night when you go to the sabzi market, you see that the very good tomatoes are there, very nice colors are there, because they are putting special type of lighting, so they will, but you bring back to your house, they look green, they look dirty, they are not as that as it should be. So that is how this color rendering index is almost important, and nothing less than 90 should be the color. Then 90, when I say 100% actual, or at least 90 to 100% should be there. That will give you the actual color, actual shape of the body of the. This is color temperature in kelvins are there. This is a scale, and effects are there. 2700, 3000, 3500, 4100, 5000. This light lux level we are using definitely in our auditorium design. And what we want, if you see that ambient intimate personal is 27 degrees, that yellow light is giving a red light. It's not the light which comes from the sun. The light coming from the sun, daylight, is 6500. The color which you are seeing of the light blue is not the actual color, only it is shown as a chart. 6500 degree Kelvin is the sunlight, and as you go down, the light color changes for different calm atmosphere, family atmosphere, living room, and all that. Different type of lighting is required. How do we select which type of light? Essentially, there are two possible approaches. One is direct lighting, most common approach, because the system is likely to be very efficient. Direct lighting. If there is to be TV coverage, this is only option because adequate vertical illumination is required. You cannot use indirect lighting for TV coverage. All our conference rooms, boardroom, meeting rooms, we give direct lighting wherever video conferencing is taking place. Indirect lighting is not able to give us the complete picture of the video, and our video coverage, video conference would not be proper. That's what we need, sir. So indirect lighting and direct lighting is this. So for TV coverage, we need direct lighting. Swimming pools are very important as far as the lighting is concerned, because there could be glare in the water. So the way the lighting has to be given in the swimming pool is very important, because if there is a glare coming and the person is swimming and there is a glare from the top, he will lose the direction. So that part is there. It is important that swimming pool lighting is selected and directed properly. Next. This is, one is the arena. Open arenas you are seeing. Some of the lighting fixture, the way lighting is occurring. Visibility पूछना है. Are you getting the screen, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Visibility, na? So you are seeing the lighting in the arenas. So indoor, on the left top is a indoor. So we are able to put the lights at all the places. But this outdoor, we will not be able to putting lights in the center like this. There will be poles on the sides which you are seeing in the third bottom. There are poles here. We have to put the lights on the central fixture, a command center complete, which will be there to light the all that. So there is a difference between the indoor lighting and outdoor lighting. All that we have to see, sir. Lamp selection, principal factor for lamp selection are luminous output, how much wattage we need, how much lux level we need, what will be the lamp life, how much quality of that is there, how much energy consumption it is there, that means what is the lux level vis-a-vis the wattage it is there, color rendering, color temperature, appearance, these are important ideas for selecting a particular lamp for a particular use, depending upon the height of the location of the lamp where it is to be used. So if you are seeing that light fixtures are there, a pole system is used. On that there is a fixtures are available. Direction of fixtures, wattage of fixtures, location of fixtures. These are all adjustable and they are pre-aimed, and the measurements are done in the stadia first when the lighting is done, and lights are adjusted to get equal diffuse level everywhere. They are pre-wired, they are pre-aimed, pre-assembled optically, cross-arm service platform there is provided for maintenance. Then steel or concrete poles can be used. Special stadium racks can be used at the top. There are two racks now. There could be, depending upon the distances we have to cover, the wattage we have to take, and that light fixture which we have selected. All these are remotely controlled. We can keep at the floor, we can keep at the top, depending upon whatever necessity we are having, and then they can be set there. There is a mounting option. Proper fixture selection, first important point, distribution, how many poles we are putting, where we are putting, how many upper racks we are putting, then the pole quantity, then the pole location, pole height and aiming. These are some of the parameters which are at the design stage we select, sir. This some of the fixing arrangement, integral part of the blouse option and all that. Brakes. Indoor arena. Anchor board, steel pole is there. Direct burial, steel pipe are there. I mean, many options are there. Concrete poles are there. Tower assemblies are there. This is what you are seeing, sir, in your stadiums and all that. It's a common practice. The whole part is selection of fixture, height of fixture, height of pole, and the distances between the poles, and the horizontal and vertical lux level which we have to achieve. If the broadcasting options are required, then what should be the lux level? These are important points. This is what I wanted to convey, sir, on the lighting fixtures, lighting for the auditorium, lighting for the stadium, sir. Any queries, any questions, sir?
Sir, my request before winding up today's session is that if you can consider a practical example and explain us, that would be better, sir. Actually, many you have, undertaken, you have, you have shown, sir, that is, you have done so much work. Can you explain how to do the stage lighting and all the practically? Because theoretically we understand the all these aspects, sir, but at the end of the day we have to design, we have to come out with a solution that practically, if you can explain it, that is, I think, is more useful.
I will explain practically. Sir, let me start with the auditorium. Auditorium is a figure.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow. Yes, sir.
I will come back to you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just 1 second. Sir, you are seeing an auditorium. I am coming to the screen.
No, sir, not visible, sir.
Now,
No,
is
sir.
it visible?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No.
Now you just make a observation. I'll tell you the complete system now, lighting.
Sir.
You are seeing here four light bars.
Sir.
Four light bars are there.
Yes, sir.
They are hanged from the ceiling or a grid which we make at the top.
Sir.
These light bars, they are 48 poles, pipes available, which are hanged from the top, and the light fixtures are hanged from the those on the poles. They are maintained at a distance of 1.2 meter, 4 feet from each other.
Oh.
In between the two light bars, we
Sir.
have a lamp curtain, small
Sir.
frill available. This
Sir.
frill is available between any two light bars.
Sir.
What happens is the essential part of our design, first design part is that persons who are sitting in the front of the stage, they should not be able to see any of the light fixtures. Because the light lux level is very high, they will get their eyes blind by the direct light falling into the tree. What we provide is a in between the lights, we provide black frills. So
Sir.
lights or fixtures are not visible to anybody sitting in the auditorium.
Sir.
That we do.
Oh.
Only what we do is these light fixtures are either vertically focusing or on the left side focusing or on the right side focusing depending upon the space, and we have 1.2 meter of space between the frills to adjust those lights. Each light is nearly about 450 to 300 wide, and then it has to move. So we have to keep the space of its moving and all that. So light fixtures, you remember that at every 4 feet a light bar will be there with a frill in between. Black
Sir.
frill will be there so that the lights are not visible to the stage. And the first FOH light bar I have told you, which is in the auditorium, that is fixed at a 60-degree, 30 feet from the edge of the stage. Yes, no. This is focusing directly to the stage and not falling into eyes of the performer. It
Sir.
makes at a 60-degree angle. So and when you are seeing something at a distance of 30 feet and at 60-degree angle, nothing falls into your eyes. You are able to see if you put your eyes up, but during your performance you will not be able to see these lights making you uncomfortable. But these lights are required for focusing on the front part of the performer, because at the stage, if you have seen, all lights are at the top of the stage and side of the stage. You see this. There is nothing which I can focus at the face of the. Then what will happen if I am not providing that FOH light bar? My nose shadow,
Sir.
my eyebrow shadow will be
Sir.
falling on my eyes, and that shadow will look very bad. So to
Okay.
avoid that shadow forming because of my eyebrows, because of my nose, I have to use front of house lights, which I have put. So
Okay.
my calculation would be that where I have to locate FOH light bar, important,
Sir.
at that height of 60 degrees,
Ah,
important, 30 feet minimum from the stage end
okay.
to perform that better. Then I'm putting some side lights on the stage also.
Sir.
That side lights are I'm throwing light from the sides. There are three ladders on the left, three ladders on the right of the stage, which are to perform completely highlight the sides of the performers.
Sir.
Three lights on the top. Fourth light is the psych bar, which is for the stage rear cyclorama, which I'm focusing on that. So that is the fourth light psych bar is there to create the color shades, create the mood on the stage. These lights. Now coming to how I am adjusting on that, the number of fixtures will depend upon the size of the stage, the depth of the stage, the width of the stage, the height of the stage. That will depend upon what is the wattage of selection, what is the number of lights we have to focus on that. That would depend upon that we calculate. At the same time, that how much number of that lights of particular are required, that will depend upon whether it is a lecture hall, whether there is a dais, whether there is a active performance, whether I need the moving heads, that means performance of that type. All these things have to be seen initially by discussion with the client, that what he will be functioning, performing will be there. Accordingly, the light fixtures and light system will be designed. And we have a controller available. It is simple to adjust all the lights there with dimming control and all that. With halogen lights, we used to have dimmers earlier. Today, we don't need LED lights, don't need dimmers. We can have a direct control from the controller itself. So we can dim the lights, we can change the color of the light and all that. The process is now very simple, sir. Earlier it was little difficult when we had halogen and all that, because controls were not enough for us.
Correct.
Now we have enough controls for lighting, color shade, rendering, of course, is part of the color fixture which we are selecting. That part we can do. It is a such simple system, nothing very complex, only to select the right fixture is important and right controller is important.
Oh,
Nothing very big, sir. It is important.
okay.
Nothing
Thank you.
very.
Thank you, sir.
We can discuss at any time whenever you want any query or
Yes.
any of your hall is there. You
Yes.
send us.
Yes.
We'll explain to you how we are connecting, how we are wiring, and all that.
Okay.
Each wire, each fixture is wired independently,
Yes.
and it is addressable.
Yes, sir.
So that it is not necessary for me all the four lights will be functioning by my control. No, I can control each individual lights for its dimming, for its color temperature and all that.
Oh, oh,
That is the system, sir, we have. It is
okay.
all simple systems.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Any query, anything tomorrow you have, you can directly take my number from Mr. Murli, and you can write to me, you can mail to me your queries, your problems. We'll solve it without any fee and all that. We are part of you, and
Yes.
we are thankful that we can meet, discuss, and all that.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much,
much.
sir. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, sir.